We are your two happy hosts. My name is Shlomo. This is my buddy Vic. Hi, Vic. How are you?
Hello.
He's the CTO of Visible Magic. I do strategy over at Visible Magic. We build AR, AI, blockchain products, all sorts of things. We've been around for a while. And it's time to catch up on some AI stuff. We haven't done like an AI roundup. We have this graphic by Brian Solis. Let's pop this up and show you. Brian Solis I've known for like 20 years or whatever. And he makes these ecosystem graphics. I love this. You can see this on briansolis.com. And even when you look at it, we know it's kind of growing more. I think there's ones I could pull up on here that aren't on this list that have been made in the last 2 months. When you look at this, Vic, how does this feel about basically the Gen AI world to you? Because I know you are even deeper in it than I
am. I can say that AI is everywhere on shows because recently we traveled through a lot of conferences and visited a lot of places to get what's going on in the software development, and Gen AI took the whole mainstream. Essentially, every new product, every new development must incorporate the AI angle, otherwise it will not be backed up.
You know, it's that whole thing of where ML ends and Gen AI begins, right? That's kind of what's going on, where people are kind of taking over this Gen AI thing. And I've said before on our podcast, I say it to clients all the time, don't devalue ML. Machine learning is cheaper and could probably do what you need without having subscription fee to somebody else. You could really kind of create your own products. There's a lot of ML toolkits and whatever, just call us. But we work in Gen AI as well. But when I don't know about you running around the conference, or you're doing the European leg, I'm doing the American leg, and all the talk in these conferences is about AI, but Gen AI is like everyone's saying, do not create businesses on. So it's interesting when we see all these businesses that are first to market, what's going to happen this time next year, you know?
For example, Canva, Big, Adobe Firefly, Daily, Midjourney, all those guys trying to get market share, like future market share, especially Canva, especially Adobe. They're trying to get as much as possible from these things. But I'm not quite happy with the results, this is not the replacement which I would like. It's it adds, I'm gonna lean to Linus Torvalds' statement that this is very sophisticated T9, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
However, new development in, let's say, where is our stuff? In chat, chats became more, like human-oriented. And this is cool. New development in creation, also quite cool. For example, the HeyGen, which we're gonna use to create our avatars, provides new things which hasn't been available before. Yeah, it's awful quality. It's not as good as we want, but this is like a first step. And it's actually a new vertical or new niche for the content, and this is cool. And the same GitHub Copilot, it actually saves a bit of time when typing down some things. And
I'm bullish, and I've said it before, I'm bullish on AI and things like GitHub. I think
exactly.
When people are already copying and pasting and augmenting others' code, which makes GitHub an important site for us, that an AI component to help even more than that, just like is just really good. When you talk about text, right? Of course, we're so nuanced and human level now because 7 years ago we were doing chatbots already, right? And so we've learned a lot in terms of making human-centered scripting in text and in dialogue, right? In chatbots. That's why, you could talk to Katy Perry and such, which was one of the first Hollywood ones. But yeah, when you talk about video, let's show this music video that came out today. When you're talking about video, right? I sent this to our Telegram this morning. This folks made the first, we're finding out, long form music video using Sora AI, which is Google's video prompt generator. Look at this thing. This looks like a commercial done on After Effects, but then we start seeing artifacts of like a third leg fly through in between their legs as they're running down a hallway. There's a lot of little weird things, like things that look mistaken that they kept in, like cars that are flying in the world and such. Like, what are your thoughts on this when you watched this morning? What were you thinking about it? Is it impressive? Is it reductive? Where's your head?
Yeah, thanks a lot by sending this link before our podcast. So, it's kind of hallucination. So essentially, this is what we get from the LLM for video or for imagery editing, and I just have no idea how many hours they spent making this stuff, tweaking, and
Right. Well, there's a mixture of it, right? Like one, how much processor and such. Two,
exactly.
Notice these clips are very short, which is something we already deal with AI video. We don't get long clips because we just don't have the processor for it that we're going to give to the consumer. I'm wondering if that's why this thing was formatted. Like, I love the redhead they play, and the ages of this couple. You see the ages of the couple get older. I'm wondering if these are actual AI or they put them into, put them into it and age them through it, right? I'm curious about things like this. Were they in one? Like, those look fake, right? So I'm just fascinated by it in terms of this feels robust for a music video, but also because I work in the industry, could see the limitations of video AI already, right?
Yes, there are a lot of questions like, what is this generated? Is it all generated? Or, the level of, for example, the level of stability of the features is very insane, and this is very unusual for AI-generated videos because they start to hallucinate very quickly.
I agree. Well, it feels like they cut it just before hallucinations go crazy, right? See, the bed sheets are flying and...
Maybe. So this is not an ordinary video which you can achieve just typing all this stuff through the Sora. Okay, this is what I definitely can say. It has a lot of it has a lot of...
said, right, this is not edited by Sora. This is only videos by Sora, right? So there's a lot of After Effects going on. There's a lot of compositing. Yeah. There's a lot of compositing going on in this thing to make the shots feel like it's a continuous thing. I love here with the kids and such. I loved. But you could start seeing these weird artifacts still going. I hate the sheets. I actually hate and that part I hated too. There's a lot like I can't get away from that. I'm not sure if they did it, if it's accidental tourism, accidental creative delight that happened from Sora's spazzing out. I hate that. Mm-hmm. I actually hate it. But it's interesting. And it's true. Like, even that smoke, did they do it in After Effects or was it written in the prompt? I would I can't wait to interview, to hear like this Paul Trillo, the guy who made it. I'm curious about, because he's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, just take a look at the hair. You see, it's very stable, very fine-tuned, very stable. So,
but it's still bouncing a little, right? See it? See your hair?
Yeah, it's like hyper-realistic. What I'm saying, and this is what.
Yeah.
You see.
So this stuff makes sense, right? Something totally MTV, blown out, washed out looks. But it'll be interesting once we really make these realistic situations. In other words, give me a newscast. Show me this and show me what it looks like in Gaza today, right? That sort of thing. We're going to show you. We have one more site we want to show you, which is one that's about AI video, and they are centered on news, right? We're going to bring this one up. I'm forgetting the name of it because I'm super not smart. What is this?
Invideo.
Right. InvideoAI. Right. So let's say a demonstration at Columbia University on the free tier, and not like the crazy pay tier, because we know most people don't do that.
So,
okay, now things are going to get interesting, right?
yep.
So when I've been on, I don't know about you, the things you've been seeing on the conferences, right? Like I just came back from Startup Grind in Silicon Valley, where we were dealing with, AR Sizer, showing that around. The Gen AI stuff I saw was nothing in this realm. No video, right? No one was trying to they were all very particular moments. Whoa, I just went really big on the thing. And so they're all about really particular moments, right? Of, let's say, one was doing AI children's work. One was an AI community builder. One was but none were really playing with this big overarching concept of news, right? They weren't top level thinking a whole vertical. It was interesting. I think because there's too many of these out there that are trying to tackle big issues, and not enough folks just trying to solve one problem.
Okay, so we got some things, and let me turn on the audio.
Cool.
For a while.
An unyielding tide of human spirit flooded the gates of Columbia University in April 2024, painting an unforgettable tableau of modern activism. A demonstration that held the world in its thrall, a passionate cry for justice that echoed through the hallowed halls of academia and beyond. It all began on a crisp morning, when the first whispers of dissent kissed the air. Students, faculty, and a smattering of spirited citizens rallied at the university's heart, their collective voice rising in a crescendo that reverberated through the sprawling campus. They formed a formidable human chain, their bodies an impassable barrier blocking the entrance to the university's library. Their voices swelled in unified chants, each word a testament to their unwavering resolve. Handmade signs bobbed above the sea of heads, their messages as diverse as the crowd itself, but all underscored by a common theme: the demand for justice and the right to be heard. As the day wore on, the demonstration remained steadfast, its spirit undampened. The library's doors remained closed, its silence a stark contrast to the fervor outside. Yet the university's lifeblood, its knowledge and wisdom, was not stunted. On the contrary, it flowed freely, manifesting in the passionate discourses and debates sparked by the demonstration. The demonstration at Columbia University was not just a blockade of a library entrance, it was a powerful statement of unity, a testament to the strength of collective action. It served as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit remains resilient, that a shared cause can ignite a spark that lights the path to change. The key points of this demonstration are etched into the annals of history, a stark reminder of the power of the people, the impassioned plea for justice.
I don't hate it. Let's talk about positive. I love the voice speaking to activists, right? We said the audience was for activists, and I thought their narrator was spot on. I think it's interesting. They are using a million different stock photography situations, and they're watermarked on this video. I wonder if we pay, does that take off the watermark? I don't know.
Yeah. They told that you have to buy this. So this is essentially the footage.
It all began on a crisp morning.
This is essentially footage, It's not generated, it's not a Sora induced videos, what I would say. But that's really interesting because we can do these things in the future. What I do like, the storyline was cohesive, very cohesive.
Yeah.
It was not. Yeah, it was not like ChatGPT bullet points because of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. One thing would be interesting is one thing is this engine connected to like Reuters or some other news organization and all their content building these things. Now you get what's about to go on, right? Like, because our problem that takes us out is like the stock photo, like these shots of like white people in Sears clothing, like Mervyn's clothing, like chanting in their cable knit sweaters that look totally out of place, right? Will be changed when their database is pure news things, right?
Look, this video, essentially, this footage is, it's like a stock footage, pure stock footage, okay? And it's look quite good, I would say. The only problem is the variety of the stock is limited. But how we can overcome this is to generate the movies, movie reels from the still imagery. So you have just to have photos, and you can generate something induced by the video, by the LLM.
Yep.
So it can create can open really big opportunities for media outlets to reduce the production cost, because to make this footage is one thing, to generate it by photo and stuff like this, very, very different thing. What do you think about personalized media or personalized YouTube channel which gonna generate the content you like by these things? What do you think?
Well, here's the thing, right? We've already had a problem with video farms making a bunch of computer-generated children's programming that this happened like 3 years ago, right? On YouTube, it was a huge problem because there are farms of all they have are their computers making like constant, let's say, fake Spider-Man computer animated stuff that is just goofy and really bad computer animation, and they make them like hours long. So the kids, 4 years old, 7 years, they're just playing it constantly, and these companies are generating so much money that we learned, this is like 3 or 4 years ago, that there's a dark pattern of those weird shows that are generated by non-humans that kids are watching, and then the algorithm slowly makes it darker and more abstract because they think they're showing you what you want, and all of a sudden these kids are watching like really violent abstract videos on YouTube because of the autoplay. So we are going to see these things happen with AI, where we're going to generate, like right now on YouTube, right? It's about shorts. So a bunch of AI shorts are being made. The last year on YouTube was about longer form situations, right? And so then people are going to go crazy on that. Watermarking news will be a big deal. Having faith in what you're saying will be a big deal. But in a pure entertainment way, I think it'll be fine in YouTube. And it's just the creation of video online has been so devalued over the last 25 years, right? That it'll be interesting when this stuff comes out that is actually cheap. What we're gonna watch, because we're already watching lower, least common denominator, just pure trash generated, right, for clicks. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Don't mean to end it on a negative note, because I'm all into this stuff. I believe in this stuff. Remember, the thing we just saw was just 1 8-word sentence. We did not go in and give it another prompt of like, get rid of this scene, tighten up that scene. All of this is Invideo could do. We just didn't go through that. And you could really kind of fine tune this video through prompting what you would want. We should bring in, I've been talking to some real prompt engineers, and I think we're going to bring in 1 or 2 on as a guest, because I think a lot of people are running around thinking they know what we just showed is prompt engineering, but really good prompt engineering looks closer to code.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think I'm not seeing that a lot, like publicized in these things. I think we should bring in one of those people to come talk. because I think that's pretty powerful of people understanding that it's, there's real thought and intention going into these prompts, and not like what we just did, which is what I think a lot of people are doing. Just simple sentences. Let's show people like the prompt coding world. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Any closing thoughts, buddy?
I think that generative AI just started to roll out real use cases for video editing, and that's gonna be a very big difference because this is new. This is what we didn't have before. Imagery, okay, more or less, but videos is a really huge deal, and I am pretty much excited about what we're gonna have in the future, and it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great. This is episode 21 of Web Visions. If you're watching this on YouTube or LinkedIn, Vic, what should they do?
Just like and subscribe.
Click like, subscribe. Episode 21, Web Visions in the can. We'll see you all next week. I think we have a guest next week, but I'm not gonna blow it up and say it yet. But I'm pretty sure we do. And take care. See you next week.